Alright, so we're on our last video of our 5 video series talking about Seton Point, which is a beautiful 2-car garage single family home community in Windsor Mill, Maryland. Beautiful community. I've been there myself. I've seen it. I've met the sales reps. Terrence is awesome, doing a great job down there. Big shout out to you. And they're almost sold out, so if you're interested in some closeout deals there at the community, definitely get in contact with me, Aaron Rice, and I will show you how to get there. But for our last video, we're going to talk about comparing market trends by zip code. And if you've been following this series, you realize the first video we did was how to get email alerts for new home listings to stay on top of the active inventory as it comes available. Our second video was talking about market analysis and inventory trends, how to analyze and find and locate sold versus listed trends. Local school information, so if you want to know kind of how the schools are going, how they're ranked by greatschools.org, we had a video on that. Our last video that we just did was community lifestyle information. What's it like living in the Windsor Mill community, in the Seton Point community? And then our last video for this series is going to be comparing market trends by zip code. So how do you compare one community to another on one screen? Well, we make it real easy for you here at Maryland Luxury Group. All you want to simply do is click on this button that says Market Insider, and you want to click on so you can search any area, any zip code in the country. What we're doing right now is we're comparing areas, we're comparing zip codes. So compare where you live to a new location or multiple areas using current information and community summaries, market stability, schools, list versus sold price, buyer versus seller's market, and even smoking bans. Now what we want to do is compare 21244, which is the Windsor Mill area, to 21133, which is Randallstown, which is kind of just the next community to the west of Windsor Mill, and they're not too far apart, but let's see how they compare. Let's see how they compare. And again, you can compare any zip code in the country. So let's get into it. All right, so community characteristics, stable population, moderate residential turnover, suburb. Okay, so they're pretty much even there. Pretty much even when it comes to community characteristics. Now let's check a community summary. Pretty even there too. Average age is 38. Percentage of married couples. Windsor Mill is around 34%. Randallstown is around 37%. Number of homes. Looks like there's more, almost 13,500 homes in Windsor Mill, whereas you got 11,319 homes in Randallstown. Home size 2.5 versus 2.6 in Randallstown. Homes with children. A few more homes with children in the Windsor Mill area, which is great. Total population 34,567 in Windsor Mill, 29,967 in the Randallstown area. Total population growth since 2000. You got 11% versus 10%. Population density, people per mile. You got a great breakdown there. Okay, so let's check out market stability summary. And I'm looking at this for the first time, so this is always great to be able to do this live and do this analysis in real time. So median list price in Windsor Mill, 185,000 versus 207,000 in Randallstown. Average days on market, well, the market's picking up in the Randallstown area, 118 versus 73 days on market. Active listings, you've got 75 in Windsor Mill versus 63 in Randallstown. Percentage of distress listings, that's about even. That Liberty Road corridor is pretty heavy hit when it comes to short sales, pre-foreclosures, and bank-owned properties. Annual residential turnover, 23% versus 17%. 5-year plus residency, 26% versus 35%. And then median years in residency, 3 to 4 years. All right, let's see how the schools are doing between the two. So again, we did on our initial analysis of local school information, we found that Baltimore County ranked 6 out of 10 on the greatschools.org, 1 through 10 chart. So it ranked 6 out of 10. So let's put this in better context. Based on test scores, it looks like Randallstown ranks 5 out of 10. And Windsor Mill ranks 4 out of 10. So number of schools, you've got 14 in Windsor Mill, 5 in Randallstown. Educational climate, excuse me, they're above average. Number of students, 5,400 versus 3,500. Student to teacher ratio is exactly the same. Gifted and talented schools, a few more in Windsor Mill, and then schools with AP classes, those are tied dead even. Let's check price trends, sold versus listed. Well, you can see that the market in the Windsor Mill area is through the roof. The sold price is definitely above the median list price, which is awesome to see. What you don't want to see is the graph on the right, where the median list price is pretty much staying stable and the sold price is dropping. Wow, not really sure what's going on there. I would say that it's the the amount of distressed inventory that we have in the area, but um, they both have the same percentage of distressed properties. So don't know the answer as to why it's dropping off like that, but it's always good to track it and compare. Market inventory trends. These are about the same. They're about the same. There's not that much of a difference. Standard sales kind of spiked a little bit in the 21133 zip code over the last couple of months. Distressed sales are still fairly high, and then new construction is kind of tapering down a little bit in the Randallstown area. So let's check property. I mean, look at all the information that you can get here: property ownership, fair market trend, rents. If you want to compare rents, if you're an investor and you want to compare rents between two zip codes, income by household, crime risk, educational levels attained, weather risk, and smoking bans. Look at all the information that you can gather here. So this is the percentage of rented homes versus owner-occupied homes. A lot of great information. Looks like there's a lot more owner-occupied homes in the Randallstown area. Fair market rents. So you can compare rents between the two zip codes as well. So I mean, maybe you're an investor and you're trying to figure out which community you should invest in based on fair market rents. So you got that information there as well. Income by household. Here's a great comparison between the two communities that you can have, and then crime risk. That's important for a lot of people. So you want to see how the different communities compare when it comes to crime. Well, here it is. Here it is right here in front of you. And again, you can compare any two zip codes in the country. Education, highest levels obtained. You can see the breakdown here as well. And then you've got weather risk and smoking ban down at the bottom. This is Aaron Rice, signing out.